Yep.
Okay, Lawrence, Newcastle United 2, Bournemouth 2. Only a point today, unfortunately, but if Dubravka didn't make that mistake, that would have had us the game won.
Yeah, I mean, that was just poor from Dubravka. I mean, that's why, Porto potentially probably come back in when he's fully fit. I mean, Dubravka's had his good games, but yeah.
I mean, it was. I mean, first half not the greatest. I think it was pretty even. Both, I think Bournemouth had the better of the chances in the first half, but in the first half they really struggled to find the net. I thought Dubravka had to came to the rescue.
Yeah, he was better in the first half. I mean, I suppose, it was probably an even game. I'd say a draw is a fair result.
It certainly is. I mean, of course they got the goal, which was Goran. I mean, it's Dubravka. He slipped. I don't know what happened there. But we got the penalty decision. They were checking for the penalty. We got that, and took it away very nicely in the bottom corner.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I was a bit wondering who's going to take the penalty with no Isak, no Wilson. I was a bit worried would Bruno take it and do what he did against Palace in the Cup last year. But it was a good penalty from Gordon. Keeper went the right way, but just good placement from him. You're thinking, got a chance to kick on here. But
yep, absolutely. I mean, and the second goal from Bournemouth. I mean, should we be picking the runner up there?
Well, yeah, and Dan Burn again. I mean, he needs to get dropped. I mean, all right, if, Eddie wants to play Livramento a lot more right back, not get him too used to left back for potentially next season, because, he is probably like the successor to Kieran Trippier. Yeah. But, even at this rate, players like Lewis Hall, you'd just rather him left back than Burn at the mate. I mean, when Target gets back to fitness, he needs to come straight in my opinion.
You think so?
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather have him. I mean, he was doing all right until the injury against, Dortmund, Man City.
I mean, yeah, in a way, yeah, you could sit down outdone again. But the fact is, we got equaliser just going into stoppage time, and a former player prevents his club from getting all 3 points, and we've missed those celebrations of the kicking of the corner flag.
I've been over 5 years since he scored in front of fans at St James's Park. Last one was that penalty against Man City, but it's good to see him. But I think he probably should have, left the club in the summer, like maybe just had more of a coaching role. But it was good to see Richie make an impact. I mean, and to be honest, I would start him over Almiron against Arsenal.
Really, I mean, Miggy, his chances are wasteful again.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, fair enough, he's creating them, but it's just shooting. Just so wayward. I mean, as I've said before, I'd be looking to get rid of him in the summer.
Yeah, well, yeah. So, but Arsenal next week, very good. It'd be extremely hard down there. It is.
I mean, it is going to be hard. I mean,
we're better away from home at the moment.
I mean, we are at this moment in time. I mean, the fact is we've scored at least 2 goals in each game so far in 2024, and I think the last time both teams scored in the Arsenal Newcastle game was when they won 2-1 here, just after Emery came in. I'm not expecting anything in Arsenal, just give everything we've got. If we get beat, fair enough. I think it's more important that the Blackburn game is more important, and to give ourselves a chance of silverware.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Okay, shouting Newcastle United 2, Bournemouth 2. If Dubravka didn't have that mistake, we would have had that game won.
And if it wasn't for Dubravka in the first half, we'll lose that game, and we're potentially 3-0 down. First half, we were shocking. Yeah. We were absolutely appalling. Like, you can understand we've got no strikers, but we just didn't look up for it. And Bournemouth, for me, could have been at least 2-3 up by half time, and you can't argue with that. Like, Bournemouth were the team more motivated to want to do the double over us this season. And let's be honest, we're lucky that Bournemouth haven't done the double over us this season, because let's be honest, if you analyse the game over the 90 minutes, it simply wasn't good enough. And you keep saying we should have brought a striker in. We should have brought that extra striker in, not only in the January window, but we should have done something in the summer window. If you're a Bournemouth fan leaving the game tonight, you're gutted that you didn't get the 3 points. They're probably gutted that they probably got the point, because I feel like they've probably done enough to win the game. Second half, I thought we gave it a go. Yep. And, for the penalty, I mean, I haven't seen it back, but for me it was a penalty. Yeah, but people will have that opinions and the angles of. Anyway, good penalty by Gordon, but Bournemouth were always looking quite a threat.
I mean, Dan Burn outdone again for the second goal, and he got him straight off.
Well, what really bugged me is he could have brought Livramento on a lot earlier, and that goal could have been prevented. But the number 24 for Bournemouth,
Simeone, good player.
he was fantastic. And he was having Dan Burn's life in that first half, and he was trying to make things happen for Bournemouth. Like I say, Dubravka makes the mistake, and Bournemouth go 2-1 up. But you've got to give credit to our lads for not giving up and just going for it. And Matt Ritchie, of all players, has scored in the injury time, and on another day we could have nicked it.
Could have done.
Points, but
I mean, they're kicking of the corner flag celebration is back.
Well, it is. That's true, Matt Ritchie, isn't it? But at the end of the day, we've rescued a point.
Yep.
That's probably the least we deserved. And like I say, if we had that striker, if we had our main side out, on another day we probably could have won that game 3 or 4-0. But because we don't, then unfortunately results aren't going to go in the way in which we want it. But as I said, the lads showed in that second half a bit more fight, that they wanted it.
Yep.
And despite the setbacks, we'll come back. We responded, and hopefully now it's a point we can build on. But I have to say, and I can't get away from it, we're home form at the minute.
It's not good at the moment,
it's
is it?
absolutely abysmal.
Yeah, it's not good enough at the moment. We're better away from home, aren't we?
Yeah, well, this is it. A poor away record at the beginning of the season. We've turned that around, and then all of a sudden we can't win at home. For Toffee. And listen, we can't. We've dropped 4 points against Luton and Bournemouth at home, and that for me is not good enough.
No,
you look at those two clubs. No disrespect, we should be targeting 6 points. If we've got any ambitions of finishing 7th place this season, dropping points to Bournemouth and Luton is not the right way to go about it. And like I say today. If you're a Newcastle fan of Bournemouth today, and we've drawn 2-2 with Bournemouth, you're gutted, aren't you? That you're leaving now with 2-2. They'll be thinking
absolutely. Yep. Arsenal away. It's a big ask. You could say it next week.
I've heard a lot of people saying it's a one-off, write-off. For me, it's not every game.
We're better away from home as well. I think we should have Isak back. We could have Willock back.
Well, this is it. People are going to say Arsenal fans they'll want revenge.
We have our record down there.
Oh, it's not great. Don't get us wrong. And the Arsenal fans will want revenge after what happened at St James's. But at the end of the day, a goal's a goal.
That's it.
They're going to have to show that if they're true title contenders, that they get the win. And the way Eddie Howe sets it up, they're going to have to get it done the hard way, because no doubt we'll probably go down there and we'll play the way we'll play this afternoon. But we've got to try and tighten up at the back.
Yeah, we do.
Like I say, it's a point. We're just going to have to move on to the next one. I'm probably more relieved than anything else.
Yeah.
Whether we deserved, the point or not, it's anyone's guess. But at the end of the day, we didn't lose.
That's it. That's the main thing. Thank you.